Right, okay guys, so if any of you have watched my main channel, Nerdy Geezer, you would know that I'm a big fan of this franchise, Robocop. And if you've watched this channel, you would know I also like NECA figures. So yes, what I've done is I've picked up the NECA figure of Robocop. However, I bought a second one that was already unboxed so that we could take a look at this figure. So let's take a look at it right now. Right, okay guys, so let's take a look at Robocop now he's out of his packaging. So we're going to do our usual, we're going to take a look at the joints and all that sort of stuff. I have already put the gun in his hand, so we can take that out. Might as well take that out for now while we're going through all the different joints. Right, so first of all, we have a ball joint head. Shoulders, right, shoulders do not move to the side, they only move forwards and backwards. There is, I think, a little bit of movement on the joint, but not a lot, as you can see there. It kind of makes sense because I suppose Robocop never really had this movement, did he? Then we've got the elbow joint, which you can see there. Again, not a lot of movement there, though. Let's have a look now at the waist. There is a twist at the waist. It's very stiff, though. The chest does move a little bit, but again, not much. It slightly goes forwards. There's not a lot of movement. Right, hip. The hip's all right. Only moves forwards and backwards. Again, that's all you'd really expect from Robocop, really. Knee joint. Right, knee joint's good. I mean, there's quite a lot of movement there. We can... Oh, as I say that now, it's now difficult to get it to go back. And then we've got the foot. Now, I like this. This is a nice little touch. I'm trying to get that to focus because it's really not playing ball today. That's better. Yeah, that's a nice little touch, although that has a little bit of a bend in it. But like I said, this is one I bought out of the packet purely so I didn't have to pay full price for another one to unbox it. So I found one that was already unboxed. Now, one thing I will say is that I like the sheen that they put on it. They give it like a kind of purple, so it looks like it's metallic. You know, you got a bit of a shine. See that purple on the chest there? You got it in various places, like there on the leg, you know. And it does kind of make him look quite nice. It gives him a bit of a sheen. And again, that's out of focus. This really isn't playing ball today, is it? And yeah, he looks quite nice. But one thing I've noticed is the paint job's a bit shoddy on this. Around the face. I mean, that doesn't look too clever, that, if you ask me. It just looks a little bit... It looks better on camera than it actually does when you're looking right at it. Even the visor doesn't look too great, the way they painted it. There are nice little touches, though. I know you can see that there, which you can't, because, again, it's not zooming. But you've actually got OCP written across the side of his head there, and then a number, which I thought was pretty cool. Nice little attention to detail. But yeah, let's get this on the turntable since that this bloody thing keeps going out of focus. Actually, no, we won't. I know what we'll do. We'll go through the accessories because we haven't been through them yet. So first off, we've got another head. This bloody camera today. So you've got him without his mask on. Then we've got like a shot that fires out of his gun. You can attach it. Although I've got to be honest, it really doesn't want to stay on the gun half the time when I've tried this. Then we've got the massive rifle they've got in the film. I forget what they call these now. I think it's like a Cobra or something like that. And then I should also point out it's got like the little arms for when that one don't want to come out, for when you want to prop it up against something. There they are. I'm not going to force that because I don't want to break it. And then of course we've got the old spike that he uses on Clarence Bodiger at the end, so you can swap out one of the hands. And then we've got the gun, which I've lost. Where's that gone? Which is here. There we go. So we've got his handgun, which of course, you know, is iconic, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's have a little play around then, change up how he looks and stuff, get him on the turntable, shall we? Right, okay, so as you can probably see here, I've swapped out the head I've put the rifle over his shoulder, and I've also switched his hand so that we've now got the, I don't know what you'd call that, a data spike or whatever you'd call it. So I've got to admit, I don't like the head without the mask. I mean, admittedly, it does look like him. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I'm not too fond on the paint job on it. It's not great. Let's just take him off so you can have a look at the face. I mean, it's just not that great. This really don't want to focus today, does it? Yeah, you know, it's not. It looks all right on camera. Actually, it looks much better on camera. I can tell you when you look at it, it doesn't look this great. But anyway, let's switch him back to the other look and see what we think. Right, so here we go. This is Robocop back to where I had him originally. Only now I've attached the fire blast to the end of the gun, which is not easy because it makes the gun quite heavy on the end, and that then makes it quite difficult to get him to actually hold it. Like, he keeps wanting to drop the gun, like because the gun, it fits, but it's quite loose. It's only when you get the finger through the actual trigger area that it kind of holds it. But even then, when you put the weight on the end, it doesn't want to hold it. It keeps wanting to drop it. So it's tricky to get it to do that. Now, I should point out, there is one other thing, and I'm going to put a picture up just in the corner here. This thing does have a leg opener, like a mechanism that opens the leg. Now, I can only imagine that the person who had this before somehow broke this, because I know there was a lot of videos of people online trying to put the gun into the leg and close the leg. It's there purely for display purposes. The cradle's in there, you can put the gun in the cradle, but it will not shut while the gun's in it. So I can only imagine that the person who had this before broke it. I did get in contact with a guy. I managed to get a bit of money off. He claimed he didn't know that the leg part was damaged, but personally, I don't see how you couldn't have known. So let's just take it off and let's just have a look. So you might notice here that there's like a hole there. That's where the switch should be. And basically, like in the film, the leg mechanism here should open, and then the cradle comes out. And like I say, you'll see a picture. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. It's just I wasn't going to go to all the trouble of sending it back, getting another one from somewhere else, which might cost more money, purely for a leg mechanism, which I'm not really going to use because this is the display one. I have a boxed one that's fully complete and fully works. I don't need to have that for my display model. This one's good enough. And so that was why I basically decided that I was just going to leave it as it was and just show you guys a picture because, like I say, it's not the be-all and end-all for me. This one will do. But anyway, what do you think, guys? I mean, I actually think this is a pretty good-looking figure. Like I say, there are points that I don't like. Some of the paint job's a little bit shoddy, but other than that, it's a good recreation of Robocop, and there's a lot of attention to detail in it. There are a lot of things they've got right. Even on the leg, there's a plate on the leg. When he comes back round, you'll see it, which is, again, has got OCP and then a number written down it. There's a lot of attention to detail on this. It could have been a lot worse. See, we see it there. And for what you get with it as well, with the rifle and the spare hand and the other head, you know, there's quite a lot. It's quite a bang for your buck with this Neca figure, let's put it that way. What I will also say while I'm doing this video is I have actually picked up something else from the same universe. It's a lot bigger. By that, you probably got a good idea of what it is, but trust me, that video will be coming soon. I've wanted one of those for many years, and the 80s or 90s one that come out back in the day wasn't all that great, let's just say. This one's real good. So yeah, we'll be unboxing out on the channel for sure. So if you're not subbed, make sure you are. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this one here and I'll catch you on the next one.